This here is a Parkside 240 volt die grinder. I actually forgot to put it on to the video I did about Parkside tools I've used for years. Not because it's not any good, it's actually brilliant. I just forgot I actually had it because I haven't used it for a while. So what do we use this with? Well, you can use it with these type of tools. So you got your wire brushes, rotary burrs, grindstones. And the important thing to remember is the tool itself has got a 6mm collet chuck in it, but you can get these in 1/4 inch and 6mm. So unfortunately, if you buy the wrong size shaft tool to go in there, it won't fit the collet. But I have found a little trick. That there is a collet out of a Black & Decker router, which I used to own. The motor burnt out on, and it took 1/4 inch router bits. It just so happens that that fits in the die grinder. Now it fits a little bit further in than the original one, but if you put the whatever you're using, like that on there, and then the collet on there, and then put it in, and then tighten it up, it works fine and it grips it okay. So now it doesn't really matter what size sort of wire brush or grinding stone that I use, they'll all fit. I mostly use mine for doing porting on cylinder heads on mopeds. This sort of thing, kind of making them a bit wider and inside, making the passages a little bit smoother, not too smooth though, and also sort of like decoupling the exhaust ports. Very good with the wire brush in there. You can do it with a drill, but die grinder is quite handy for that sort of work. It's also very good for stitch drilling. So say you've drilled some holes in a piece of steel like that to cut a slot. What you can do is get one of them rotary burrs that's the size of the hole that you drilled, and go right the way through, essentially joining up all those holes. So you end up with like a nice slot then, which is you could probably do it with an angle grinder, but what you usually find is you'll get a nick at the end of it, and rather than have a kind of a nice kind of rounded end to whatever you're doing. But yeah, it's a very handy tool. It's got replaceable brushes on it for maintenance. You got on-off switch, variable speed. Always start it with its lowest speed, not on full whack, particularly if you've got like something like that in there and it grabs, and it'll try and spin the tool itself. Also, never use a drill bit in it. It's not like a little Dremel. We've got a small diameter drill, but you put a 6mm drill in that with an adapter and a chuck, and it grabs. There's nothing to hold against on this. There's no handle, so there's the only thing that's stopping the kind of torque reaction of the motor are your wrists, and it hurts. So don't try that. There we go. I think I paid about £25 for it, no more than that. Probably 5-6 years ago. It's been a great tool. Highly recommend it. And yeah, I don't see them that often in there though, so if you do see one, grab one when they've still got one, because it is handy if you do a lot of metal working. So, thanks for subscribing, and take care wherever you are. I'll see you all again soon.